One Piece chapter 1033. Let's go, boys. Dudes. Yesterday, fam, I mean, like, you know, okay, in case anyone don't know, man. Every day, trust me, I try uploading something. The days I don't, you guys need to understand, it's impossible. When I say impossible, dudes, it's impossible, fam. But like I said, like, when I started the manga chapters, I felt like I could do one a day, you get me? But yesterday I couldn't, fam. Hopefully today, somehow in the night, I can get another chapter in and can make you up for it. Also, boys, look at this. Huh? So there's two chapters. There's 1033 and there's a 1033.5. Then this happens again on 1036. I don't know if this is normal in One Piece, that you see this quite often, but comes as a surprise to me. Anyway, boys, let's go. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay, what's that sound? No, Ashami said, no, that can't be right. Then his energy was getting sucked out. Then we see Hiyori. Okay, that's the last chapter. That's 1033. Let's go, boys. Don't see the title. Tashigi, fam. Tashigi dressed as a bad guy, getting defeated by baby penguins, playing heroes by Sodasus. My boy Smoker. There we go. Outside the dome, Zoro versus King. Enma screams the name. Who gave you permission? Who gave you permission to suck out his energy? To unleash your powers? There, fam! Why is he doing this? Was it because of the music? What's wrong? Having an argument? Innit? King must be thinking, fam, you stand no chance against me when you're arguing with the very thing you're meant to beat me with your weapon. It's coming, fam. What's wrong? Having an argument? Zoro needs to snap out of this and use Enma as he should. Man, last person you want to be having this argument with your blade is against King, right? Huh? Oh, fam, look at that sight, yo. What do you think you are doing? Oh, Zoro! He stabs him, right? He does. Through the chest. Jackpot. So he lured Zoro in. Ah! An explosion! So King wanted Zoro to stab him. Right? What do you think you are doing? Zoro stabs him. He goes, jackpot. Like, I got you. He goes, huh? Then an explosion happened. So King caused this explosion himself, right? Hence the word jackpot. So Zoro got caught in the midst of it. I can't imagine Zoro losing, you know. I can't. No, man, go back, Sanji. Pleasure Hall left behind Tower Skull Dome. Okay. There he is. That was Pirate Hunter on the snail just now, wasn't it? Queen knows exactly who he was talking to. Trust me, he can't beat King. Same thing Sanji can say about Zoro. Your belief in King is the same with our belief in Zoro. Don't let this man brainwash you. That guy's a remnant of the extinct Lunarians. So fam, there's literally, he's like the only one survived. A monster capable of surviving in any natural environment. Imagine fighting an enemy of that status. A monster capable of surviving in any natural environment. No matter where the fight takes place, King can't lose. That's scary, fam. That's terrifying, even for Zoro standards. No wonder fucking Kaido's right hand man. A monster capable of surviving in any natural environment. In the distant past, his people were known as gods. But then again, if the people are known as gods, how can they be extinct? Shouldn't the race that call themselves gods be the one not on the verge of extinction? Come on, fam. Sure, that's the highest level you can put yourself. I'm just saying there must be a logical reason, right? As of now, from what I'm reading, they should have not been extinct if they call themselves this. Then why would they have died out? Of course we want to know. You want to know? Go watch the history book. Then he charges up. He is not mentioning it, fam. How can a race like call themselves gods? What kind of government be involved? Were they afraid of such a race rising up? Possible, right? Go ask a history book. Charges another beam. Next page. Sanji needs to make sure this shit don't hit. Oh, that's it. We're back to Zoro. That was close. I'd be dead if I hadn't put on my arm and a haki in time. Of course. Like Apu, fam. King comes up to him. But how's he still alive? He blew himself up. That is true. If you blow yourself up even as a zone user, shouldn't you? They one sword style. The death line song. Oh, fam! Look at that! The beautiful artwork! Beautiful artwork! Look at that! My boy Zoro! Death line song, one sword style. Oh, look at the fucking like the detail on Zoro. In it, that strikes his neck in it. Ain't gonna do it. It can't. Duh. Huh? Zoro looks like he's not phased. It's his face, man. The same shit he done last chapter. He pulled his thing back. He is not phased at all. Imperial. But that was one. But that last one was a way better attack. The hell, man. How can Zoro fight? Zoro's already at a disadvantage. Man, what does Enma want? Zova will struggle without Enma doing this. Why is Enma doing this? Is it because of the fucking music or is there more to this? But that one was a way better attack. Wait, Enma, stop. Deep pride is like Luffy, fam, with his head. It's fucking like rubber. Deep pride? Not now. He wants to fight. Yet he can't fight because Enma's sucking him dry. What is Zoro supposed to do? Ain't it? It's like Luffy, fam. When Luffy fucking uses his headbutt. Not now. There, fam, his head, yo! Like he cut Zoro in the stomach. This is an impossible. He's bleeding, fam. It's an impossible task. Then fucking it's like the whole cliff side got destroyed from his head. I'm right in it, fam. There, because he goes past Zoro, hits Zoro on the way. Halfway through, Zoro gets hurt. It's not like his head comes back. His head shoots off the cliff. The kaboom. A swordsman held back by his own sword? That's a new one. It's so true. You want to become the greatest swordsman, yet you can't wield one of the greatest swords. Obviously, I'm saying one because I'm sure Mihawk's the greatest sword, right? But you want to be the greatest swordsman, but yet you can't wield Odin's sword. A swordsman held back by his own sword? That's a new one. There's Zoro goes flying off the cliff. Kitetsu, the dude from... Huh? Oh, so he flies off the cliff too? Wait. Yeah, he does. That's someone about his own sword. He lets go of his sword for a sec. He grabs onto it. Then he calls out for that guy. Flashback, fam! You already wield Kitetsu, the third one? That is one of mine? What? Really? The sword's bewitched. Are you a fool? I can't sell you that sword. If you died, it'd be like I killed you myself. Then obviously that gives Zoro the buzz to want to take it. Obviously he likes fucking pushing himself. I'd be like, I killed you myself. He don't think twice. I'll take it. Take it. You're going to die just to save your sword. King kicks him. Fam! Surely after a flashback scene, like Momonosuke, fam, that's when the offensive will happen for the main character, Zoro. You're going to die just to save your sword? That is one of mine. Then he goes, what, really? So obviously he had plenty of different swords. You're going to die just to save your sword? There, he's coming back. That felt hot. That felt hot. Oh, good, you didn't fall off. Wado is Blade. So is Blade's next to him. Sensei! The dude, fam! The girl's dad! Man, good thing I fucking read the chapters, fam. 1 to 90. The dude, fam, Queen, fam. The father, Sensei Zoro was like, are you going easy on her just because that's your father? Sensei, may I have her sword? May I have her sword? I suppose so. The queen of him, she died in it. I'll have to keep the promise for both of us to become the world's strongest swordsman, fam. I'll have to keep the promise for both of us. I'm going to become such a great master swordsman that my name will be known even the fucking kingdom, fam. How can you be such a great swordsman when Enma does not want to accept you? At this stage, Enma don't. I'm going to become such a great swordsman that my name will be known even in heaven. Yo, that's a powerful picture there, fam. It must be some twist of fate. You see, that white blade, Wado Ichimonji, and Enma were both created by the same man. Who? It must be a twist of fate. You see that white blade, Wado Ichimonji, and Enma were created by the same man. The blacksmith Shimatsuki Kozaburo, the fucking same surname as the other guy that we fought Zoro's dad. Ain't it? So they're like a family, fam. It must be some twist of fate. You see that sword, blade, Wado Ichimonji, and Enma were both created by the same man. But didn't he receive... Wait. It all came so sudden, I wasn't putting it together. Why would there be a famous katana of Wano in some tiny village? Oh, that's true! That's true! How did the blade... Wait, it all came so sudden, I wasn't putting it together. Why would there be a famous katana of Wano in some tiny village of the East Blue? Look at the distance between East Blue and Wano. Created by the same man? The blacksmith Shimatsuki Kozaburo? We not heard of this man. Ishimari we have. So he must be related to him, obviously. Then that explains it, fam. There's a connection with Zoro. No, the thing in the chapter, the first chapter I read, Oda said there isn't any. It all came so sudden, I wasn't putting it together. Why would there be a famous katana of Wano in some tiny village of the East Blue? So does that mean this dude sended the sword or went there? Imperial slings and arrows? King's not stopping, fam! Man blasting arrows, do you have all 3 swords yet? Enma! King's coming back. Man's fucking flying in like a flipping arrow. There, Zoro blocks him, fam! There's the fucking, it's the energy, fam! Zoro can't do both! He can't! He needs his energy for this fight! Yeah, Enma's still sucking it! Zorojiro? I was told not to say Tsunachi! Momonosuke! I was told not to say Tsunachi. They lived on that word earlier on. And Pei was saying, I will have all 3 swords yet. And Ma? There. It's just something the old guy in my village told me not to say Tsunachi. What? I've never said it myself before. He was restricted to say it. I've never said it myself before. What? The old man was always sitting there at the coast. I never knew his name. It just told me the old... So the old man is the same man here, right? It just told me the old man in my village told me. I never said it myself before. So he's on about the same old man here. The old man was always sitting there at the coast. I never knew his name. So he's on about the dude that crafted the sword, right? Zovo? The old man always sitting there at the coast. I never knew his name. It wasn't until the day he died that I learned it was Queen's grandpa. Oh, Sensei's dad! Sensei's dad! Sensei's dad! Sensei's dad! He made Enma! Right! It wasn't until the day he died that I learned he was Queen's grandpa. Sensei's dad. The Queen are crying. The blacksmith Shimotsuki Kozaburo, he broke the laws, he broke the laws left and left this land. Oh, East Blue, he went to East Blue. He went to East Blue. Right, hence the swords. He broke the laws and left this land 50 years ago. Everything is connecting. He broke the laws and left this land over 50 years ago. "13 years ago, East Blue, Zovo's hometown, Frost Moon, Shimotsuki Village." That's what the village was called. Shimotsuki Village. He never said that. He never said that in the... Wait. Wait. Zovo's flashback. It begins with "I made a promise." It don't say the village's name. 13 years ago, East Blue, Zovo's hometown, Frost Moon, Shimotsuki Village. So the name of the village was the name of the family. Yo, this is mind-boggling. Training. Yes, Tsunachi. It is a magic word that summons strength into your heart. No wonder they were like, Tsunachi, because they believe that word itself gives you hope in accomplishing your mission. It is a word that summons strength into your heart. Well, that sounds weird. Zorvo saying next to him, I don't need it. Anyway, old man, is it true? You used to be a samurai. The man that was sitting in his village is the one that crafted the sword. I knew we are going to find out something important with Zorvo's family in Wano. I said it during the anime episodes. Samurai, swordsman. Old man, is it true you used to be a samurai? Everybody's at the dojo was saying it. Well, hush up about it. This man, old man of the village, we've not seen him though, innit? Because chapter 5 is Zorvo's flashback. And you don't get another flashback after I read only 90 chapters. And in the 9th chapter, that was the only one. You see Sensei, you see the swords given, you see Zorvo losing. Then it stops. Hush up about it, older man. Oh, the Navy will come and invade the village. He was wanted by the government. He was wanted by the government. Oh, the Navy will come and invade the village. The Navy, why? None of your business. Zorvo's getting too comfortable. Zorvo's like, yo fam, my man's gonna tell me everything. Then he goes, none of your business, that's why you get lost. She's fine, stubborn old fart. Oh, it carries on. The Zorvo training with the blade, with those wooden sticks. He looks at Zorvo like maybe some sort of potential. A little like Beckman with Luffy, remember? Well, I've got a feeling King's gonna get it now. And is the dojo boring to you? He asks Zorvo. I lost to Queen again. She won like 1,000 times. I need more practice. What? But I can't. He gave swords. What? But I can't pay for these. I'm giving them to you. Trust me, they are crap. Crap to you, but to Zorvo, they'll have potential. Man, that Zorvo flashback is rarer than the One Piece itself. It's the only thing I seem to be able to forge anymore. Use them for practice if you want. Listen closely. A sword's like a kitchen knife, but for murder, they are created to kill people. Don't the art style here look like the art style in the first chapters of One Piece? It does. Listen, because a sword's like a kitchen knife, but for murder, they're created to kill people. And the blacksmith hones his craft so that his weapons are better at killing than any other. And the blacksmith hones his craft so that his weapons are better at killing than any. And that's what makes an excellent blacksmith. He goes, yikes. You think a dangerous sword is cursed? No, that's the sign. That's the sign of great quality. A cursed sword isn't bad. It's a sign you have to overcome. For the sword needs to understand the wielder. You think a dangerous sword is cursed? No, that's the sign of great quality. When the weak fear a sword and call it cursed, That is when the weak fear a sword and call it cursed, that is a badge of honor. Look at that, fam. When you possess a blade, and let's say in some sense it's too strong and people curse at it, you shall look at it as a badge of honor. That yeah, the sword is cursed, but it's possible for me to wield it. Hence, badge of honor. When the weak fear a sword and call it cursed, they should be frightening. They are meant to cause terrible harm. Yo, this is insane, fam. There was one blade I crafted when I was a young man. And I crafted when I was a young man. It was the greatest weapon I ever made. Its disposition was deadly serious. Yo, just holding it in your hand sent a shiver down the spine. Zovo's aware of it. Instead of the shiver, it's more like sucking him. So I gave that masterpiece the name of the king. So I gave that masterpiece the name of the king who watches over hell. Who watches over hell. So I gave that masterpiece the name. So the sword, Enma, the title is the king who watches over hell. Man, what a fucking terrifying name. So I gave that masterpiece the name of the king who watches over hell. Zovo, the king of the underworld. There is the same blade. It is. Zovo possesses the sword. That was a blade I crafted when I was a young man. It was the greatest weapon I ever made. Its disposition was deadly serious, just holding in your hand sent a shiver down the spine. So I gave that masterpiece the name of the king who watches over hell. Zovo realizes the king of the underworld, Enma. This is it. King is finished. He understands his weapon. It's not like last chapter where he didn't know what his sword wanted. A danger sword is cursed, you know. That's a sign of great quality. That is such a flipping like eye opener. When the weak fear a sword and call it cursed, that is a badge of honor, something to uphold. The king of the underworld, Enma. My village is named for Shimotsuki. Was it not a coincidence after all? Did you know our village was built by pirates? That's what my grandma said. My village name for Shimotsuki, was it not coincidence? Then Shimotsuki Ushimaru, he looks just like Zovo. He's from the same family. There is a connection. The blacksmith Shimotsuki Kozaburo, he broke the laws and left this land over 50 years ago. That's when he resided in Zovo's place. So the old man was a samurai of Wano. He was from Wano. They all connects. They all connects. So the old man was a samurai of Wano. The blacksmith Shimotsuki Kozaburo, a great blade can see into you. That's why the weapon, that's why That's why! That's why the weapon wasn't obeying Zoro! It's like a Zanpakuto! A great blade can see into you. He was looking into Zoro and never found the answers. I'm right. A great blade can see into you. It chooses only the swordsman who best suits it. And now that you realize where this weapon came from, the man behind it, now Enma will choose you as its kind of like vessel in a sense. It chooses only the swordsman who best suits it. Odin definitely suited it. A sword chooses its... Man, that's it! I said it! In the last chapter! A sword chooses its wielder. So this was kind of nothing to do with the music, right? Unless the music actually triggered it, but that's it. A sword chooses its wielder. It came to me. It chose me. So we could test... No! No! It came to me. It chose me. So we could test me. This is it. King is done. Dead sword. It's like this is gonna stop now. A sword is honest and not direct. Not wicked. Yes, he's lifting the blade. A sword is honest and direct, not wicked. Yes, it's true. It was my strength. It was my strength that was lacking. It was nothing to do with the sword. Does that mean even with so much haki being drained away, open-wielded you as though you were light as a feather? Look, it's Pirate Hunter, and there's King. How should I stabilize my haki then? If I have to keep executing it at this level, it will kill me. So it's still taking it. You were light as a feather, Enma. Wait. No, wicked, yes, it's true. It was my strength that was lacking. Does this mean even with so much haki being drained away, Odin wielded you as though? So even with, even with so much haki being drained away, Odin wielded you as though? So Odin still wielded no matter how much of the haki was being drained? You were light as a feather, Enma? Question mark? Look at Pirate Hunter, and there's King. Let us take him out, sir. I could really use the promotion, so they're all gonna try ganging up on him. How should I stabilize my haki then? If I have to keep executing it at this level, it kill me. But no, that's perfect. Foam! Coming out! Oh! I'm right! Conquerors! Right! Zoro's not touching them! It's conquerors! We know Zoro can do it unintentionally! That's conquerors! Look! There! Oh! Zoro! There! Like Luffy! Conquerors haki! Look at his swords! Did they drop? I see. So you intend... There! Oh! Like... The other conquerors, fam! With Luffy and Kaido! So you intend to be a king then? What? The world's greatest swordsman. That's great. And it's fitting. Since your new boss is going to be the king of the pirates. Anything else for you? No! Oh, man! The world's greatest swordsman, that's great and it's fitting. Since your new boss is going to be the king of the pirates. If you want to be a great swordsman, that would be bad. But you want to be the greatest swordsman, and I want to do an impossible journey with the pirate king. If you wish for anything less than the greatest, it'll be an insult to me and my inevitable crew. That's right. I've got a promise to keep to my captain. Zoro! Zoro! No! Bam! Bet One Piece chapter! That's why I've got a promise to keep to my captain. Queen, any boys? This don't necessarily mean the one alive. Right? And my best friend, yeah, it is Queen, because he promised her he'll be the greatest swordsman. So boys, so Zoro can do conquerors now, innit? Like I will. I see. So you intend to be a king then? What? The world's greatest swordsman, that's great. Hold on, boys. Hold on, boys. I need to make sure I fully grasp. I need to fully grasp this, okay? I'm going to become such a great swordsman that my name might be some sort of twist of fate. You see that white blade, Wado, Ichimonji, and Enma, they were created by the same man. The blacksmith Shimotsuki Kokozaburo. This man created both. It all came so sudden I wasn't putting it together. Why would there be a famous katana on Wano in some tiny village of the East Blue? Then obviously there must have been some, he must have went. Both created by the same man, the blacksmith, Shimotsuki Kozaburo. It's just something the old guy in my village told me. And as I've said before, the old man was always there at the coast. I never knew his name. Shimotsuki Village. Fam, in the chapter, Shimotsuki Village. Of course, they're not going to mention it. If they mention Shimotsuki Village, we always known it as the dojo. Why? What is the village even called? There, Frost Moon. It didn't even say Frost Moon, right? There, I made a promise. Queen wins again. Zoro is evil for 2,000 losses. What is this village called? They don't mention the village's name. Unless there's a chapter after 90 chapters where they mention it, which I don't remember. I just read the first 80, 90 chapters, boys, a few months ago. And with Zoro's flashback, I fucking bookmarked it. Never gonna forget it, because it was so good. I was sitting down the coast, I never knew his name. It wasn't until the day he died that I learned he was Kurina's grandpa. So that was fucking Sensei's dad. Sensei's dad? So let's look at it like this. If Ishimaru is Zoro's dad, then wouldn't that in some sense mean they're all kind of related in a sense? It wasn't until the day he died that I learned that he was Kurina's grandpa, the blacksmith Shimotsuki Kozaburo. One sec, dudes. He broke the laws and left his land over 50 years ago. 13 years ago, East Blue. So he left 50 years ago. 13 years ago, East Blue, Zovo's hometown, Frost Moon, Shimotsuki Village, fam. That's fucking crazy when you think about it. Yes, Sonachi, it is a magic word that summons strength into your heart. So Zovo always seen him sitting at the edge. Well, that sounds weird. I don't need it. Anyway, old man, is it true you used to be a samurai? Not just a samurai, but a fucking samurai of the land of Wano? Yo, One Piece is mind-boggling, fam. Man, yo, everything is connected of some sort, yo. Everybody at the dojo was saying that you used to be a samurai. Well, hush up about it. Or the Navy will come and invade the village. The Navy, why? So we don't know exactly why he left. But he was wanted by the Navy. Or the Navy will come and invade the village. And obviously he doesn't get too open up. Zovo's training, he keeps an eye on him. Then he busts the other swords. Is the dojo boring to you, he asks. I lost Kurina again. I need more practice. What? But I can't pay for these. So he had like a special eye out for him. I'm giving them to you. Trust me, they are crap. It's the only thing I seem to be able to forge anymore because you're of old age. Man, he crafted the weapon that Odin used. A man that was in East Blue, Zovo's hometown. When One Piece can't shock you anymore, it still fucking shocks you in some way. The man that was in East Blue, Zovo's hometown, crafted Enma, and which Odin used. And then you tell me that Zovo's hometown don't hold any importance to the One Piece story. When the greatest sword, okay, Mihawk's probably one of the greatest swords was crafted by a man that was there, that resided there. There's levels to story writing. There's levels, boys. This is a level, a step above. Yeah, might be coming for someone that don't read enough, watch enough. But like, for me, anyway. Listen closely. A sword like a kitchen knife, but for murder, they're created to kill people. And a blacksmith hones his craft so that his weapons are better at killing than any other. Any blacksmith wants the weapons to be the sharpest, the brightest of weapons. He goes, yikes. You think a dangerous was so... I don't know why this panel is so beautiful. You think a dangerous sword is cursed? No, that's the sign of great quality. When the weak fear a sword and call it cursed, that is a badge of honor. They should be frightening. They're meant to cause terrible harm. There was one blade I crafted when I was a young man. So in Wano, because he came here not long ago. Where's my vape? When I was a young man, it was the greatest weapon I ever made. It's this position was deadly serious. Yo, when you really think about it, boys, he's talking to Zovo about a weapon that I crafted when I was young. And Zovo is using that weapon. Yo, how strange is fate? You're talking about a weapon that you made and you're talking to a kid. Little did you know that kid is going to be the one to use that weapon in the future. Man. Just holding it in your hand sent a shiver down the spine. So I gave that masterpiece the name of the king who watches over hell. The name of the king who watches over hell. And Zorro looks like he finally understands. The king of the underworld, Enma. Man. Look at that, boys. He's talking to Zorro about a weapon he made. He would have never thought in a million years Zorro was going to wield this weapon. Odin used it. It passed down to his kids. The kids gave it to Zorro. The king of the underworld, Enma. My village's name for Shimotsuki was not a coincidence after all. Did you know our village was built by pirates? That's what my grandma said. The blacksmith Shimotsuki Kozaburo, he broke the laws and left this land 50 years ago. The blacksmith Shimotsuki, he broke the laws and left this land 50 years ago. So the old man was a samurai of Wano. 50 years ago. But he was from Wano originally. So the old man was a samurai of Wano. The blacksmith Shimotsuki Kozaburo, a great blade can see into you. It chooses the swordsman who best suits it. So I wasn't far off. I wasn't far off what I said. A sword chooses its wielder. It came to me. It chose me so it could test me. A sword is honest and direct, not wicked. Yes, it's true. It was my strength that was lacking. It was nothing to do with the sword. Enma was testing you in a sense to see if you are worthy. Now that you understand the sword's true nature of the wielder and the importance and what it means to be cursed and whatnot, that now is befitting you, it's choosing you. Does this mean even with so much haki being drained away, Odin wielded you as though you were light as a feather, Enma? Goes to show what level Odin was. Odin would have defeated Kaido, you know, boys, if it wasn't for that Momonosuke trap. Trust me, fam. Odin wielded the sword like it was light as a feather. One Piece, man. You ever get this feeling while reading One Piece, boys, or watching One Piece, that there's so much things on your head you want to say, but you don't, I can't find it in the English language to explain it, boys. Honest to God, fam. Look, it's Pirate Hunter, and there's King. Let us take him out, sir. I could really use the promo. I should have guessed it from here, but at least from this, I knew it was Conquerors. How should I stabilize my haki then? If I have to keep excluding it at this level, it would kill me. But no, that's perfect. They're falling. They're Conquerors haki. They're like Luffy and Kaido, fam. I see. So you intend to be king then? There, fam. That's his energy. And that is like the lightning effects when Luffy and Kaido clash. Remember when the blades don't touch? So to be a king then, the world's greatest swordsman, that's great and it's fitting. Saying your new boss is going to be the king of the pirates, anything. Look up from stage one, Luffy told Zoro that Luffy basically motivated Zoro in a sense. You want to be the greatest swordsman? I will make sure you fulfill it. In it, Luffy never ever said like second place is good, third place is good. Fam, you aim for the top. You climb that mountain. And he goes, that's right. I've got a promise to keep to my captain and my best friend, Quina and the Pirate King. Boy, this doesn't mean Quina, right? Because Zoro has never mentioned the sword. No, Quina, fam, I'm sure of it. Because his best friend was her. The promise was for her. The greatest swordsman was for her. Because he kept losing. When she died, he goes, I'll fulfill my promise for both of us. You guys can't say I'm wrong on that. Because, fam, I literally read the chapter a few months ago. When I was reading through the first 90 chapters. And when I came across the chapter, bookmarked it, I go, fam, I'm never going to... Because, you know, like Sanji's flashback, this flashback, they hit so hard, fam. So I thought I'm never going to leave it. And how perfect. Because Zoro flashback, like fam, it is like the One Piece family. Fam, there's only ever been a flashback once. Any boys? Unless there was again after 90 chapters. But fam, if there was, I would remember. It's Zoro, for God's sake. Not like you can forget Zoro or Sanji's flashback, or Robin's, or Brooks, or Chopper's. You know what I mean? Like a flashback is a different animal. Yeah, surely something that might be spilt during an episode, I can't forget, right? You get me, boys? Dudes, 80% chance I'm making another chapter. Okay, boys, tonight, fam, I need to... But like I said at the beginning, fam, like if there's a day or so where I can't upload, just know it was impossible for me, boys. Yesterday, trust me when I say it was impossible, dudes. I'm like 80% chance I'm gonna make this and I'm gonna make it too. Because, fam, from what I can see, right, I'm still on 1033. Unless this is some way, shape or form. That can't be. Manga's no filler. Unless this got nothing to do with... I mean, I'll find out myself. I'm not going to click on this until I press record again and do another chapter, boys. Okay, dudes. Zoro. Bam. This man continues to overcome. I feel like there's no obstacle ever that can be in front of Zoro where he can't overcome. And now his sword, Enma, was given to him by a man that left Wano to go East Blue. And at East Blue, he himself told Zoro that there's a weapon he made time ago. And that weapon is the same very weapon the kid uses himself after his death. What are the chances? That's why when he threw them swords at Zoro as a kid, he knew, you know. He knew something about, like Beckman, till this day, I believe that, fam, in some way, shape or form, I feel like someone knew about Luffy in the Devil Fruit. I still believe it. I don't care how stupid it sounds. But the way Beckman looked at Luffy and the way he looked at Zoro, there's that angle of the eye that, hold on, this kid is going to be special. Ain't boys? He felt it with Zoro, fam. I'm sure Beckman felt it with Luffy too. I love you dudes, fam. One Piece manga chapter 1034, yo. Let's go, boys. Morky, John, got your message, fam. Apparently, there's a panel I missed. You get me, dudes? I have not read it, so I thought when I do 1034, I'll check out that panel, obviously live. I mean, not live, I mean, while recording, boys. So apparently, it's page number 13. You know how I must have missed it, fam? I'll always be zooming in. You know, wherever I zoom in like an idiot, I feel like here, for example, or like here, I would always think this is the last. It's stupid, boys. I probably it's only me. I'll get used to it. Okay, 13, right? So on 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'll be able to tell instantly something I never read. Okay. Bring over. Okay, 12. Apparently the next one. Okay, yikes. There, I did miss something. I saw. Hold on now. Let me go back into it. It's the only thing I seem to be able to forge anymore. Use them for practice if you want. Listen closely. A sword's like a kitchen knife, but for murder. They are created to kill people, and the blacksmith hones its craft so that his weapons are better at killing than any other. Yikes. Here we go. A sword has its own personality. More of what I said. Innit, boys? Like a Zanpakuto, fam. A sword has its own personality. You see the blades? A swordsman must master it and bend to its will. Hence why he was taking your flipping haki, your energy, because you never mastered it. Odin, in a sense, did, and bend it to its will. So now that Zorro kind of understands the blade, now he'll be a different animal fighting king, innit? A sword has its own personality. A swordsman must master it and bend to its will. And so Zorro must bend to Enma's will before Enma can fully be one with the wielder, which is Zorro. Fam! That's an important panel to miss. So that was the only panel, right, dudes? There. Oh, the name of the king who watches over all, the king of the underworld. It came to me. It chose me so it could test. Okay, sorry, boys, man. But thanks for letting me know. And by the way, the 0.5s are nothing to do with the story. They're like side things from what Moki mentioned in the... But you know, once I'm up to date, boys, and got extra time, I could check out other stuff, you get me, boys. Apparently there's something to do with Ace as well, fam. Okay, boys, 1034. Let's put an end to King, fam. Let's put an end to King. Come on. Pop, don't see the title. Usopp! Or shall I say Sogo King? Reader request Usopp winning prizes for the children at the festival shooting game. Usopp winning prizes for the children at the festival shooting game. My man's like Yakuza and shit. Like that One Piece movie. Okay. Let's go. Pleasure Hall, left brain, Tower, Skull Dome, Eek. Explosion. The women. Osame, step away. You'll get hurt. They will definitely not be able to defend themselves. Let's hurry towards the back. No, not yet. I still can't find Chuji. Who the fuck is Chuji? Don't worry, I'm sure he's fine. Focus on your own safety. That was the same woman, right? Sanji was holding... I need to keep my voice slow. The Sanji was holding down. Don't worry, I'm sure he's fine. Focus on your own safety. Chuji. If there's any way to escape, if there's any way to escape, any way off this island or Nigashima, fam, now is the time. Now is the time to make use of it to escape. Wano entirely very wise. If there's any way to escape any way off this island, now is the time to make use of it to escape Wano. And not just Onigashima, fam. Wayne, Wano is going to be safe soon if Onigashima drops. Innit? Look, still breaking up, fam. And if surely the armory is to explode, what would that make of Kaido and Luffy's fight? Okay, because I am a dragon just like him, Momonosuke. I have grasped the knack of Kaido's flame clouds. I might not be able to push the island back up. Because I'm a dragon just like... You're more of a dragon just like him. Because it's kind of the same type of devil fruit in a sense. Ain't it? Because Kaido's soul is you. Now it's time to make use of it to escape Wano entirely. If there's any way to escape any way off this island, now it's time to make the use of it to escape Wano entirely. Very wise. Because I'm a dragon just like him, I have grasped the necks of Kaido's flames. I might not be able to push the island back up, but as long as I can stop its fall. So I'm gonna be able to push the island back up, but as long as I can stop its fall, the worst can still be avoided. Man, look at Momo, look fam. But as long as I can stop its fall, I'm gonna be able to push the island back. I won't let it fall on the flower. Can you just imagine, boys? Hypothetically, this island falls on the flower capital. The destruction we'll see, the amount of lives that would be fucking on the floor. Obviously, you don't see it happening, right? But can you just imagine? This shit falls. As long as I can stop its fall, the worst can still be avoided. And basically, move it away from the flower capital. I have grasped the neck of Kaido's flame clouds. More reason because you are his type of devil. You are a failed experiment, fam, of Kaido's souls. So it shouldn't be too far-fetched for you to able to grasp. I won't let it fall on the flower capital. Okay, performance floor inside the skull dome. Escape the castle. Hold the line. We have not seen that blob in it, fam, for a while. Pleasure hall, left brain tower. Queen, fam, we're not seeing Zobo yet. Sparking. Beamed from his eyes. Sanji's ready. Oh, my boy Sanji! In midair! Fucking observation, Haki fam! This is a mile away! There he jumps in the air. Queen? I'm not missing no more panels. There! Huh? Beams from his eyes? So this shot Sanji? God knows what other shit Queen must be hiding, fam. Beams from his eyes? Sparking Valkyrie? His brother! Oh! He's got the same attacks! He's got the same attacks! Sparking Valkyrie! Sparking! So fam! He can do the same attacks as his brothers. Sparking Valkyrie? No wonder Sanji here. When he says sparking, he looks like kind of confused. Beams from his eyes? Sparking Valkyrie? Henry? This must be another person of his family. Your fam, look how good all looks. Henry? So fam, they ain't this gonna trigger Sanji more. He despises his brothers. If he's fighting Queen that's imitating his brothers, wouldn't that trigger him more? Think about it. Henry? Henry Queen? His arm extended, fam! And that, no, his neck! That's his teeth! Does that shit bite his leg? Man, how much of a genius is Queen? Man's a scientific mastermind, fam! No wonder he wanted to fight Sanji in his suit, since he's obsessed with a scientific way. He wanted to see what Sanji is truly capable of because it's from Judge, right? So he would want to see at first hand what is the suit capable of. This man gets orgasms over science. Electrocuted, fam! That's electrocution! Henry blazed over, brother! Fam! It's like Sanji's fighting his brothers as well as Queen. Sanji buckles, he falls, you get it yet? I'm using Germa 66 moves. I was saving them up. Another explosion. Sanji barely gets out the way. I was saving them up until after you transformed. But since he can't transform no more, why not show the moves now, right? Basic. Until after you transformed, see, Judge's sons are like the amalgamation of all his scientific tech. Judge's sons are like the amalgamation of all his scientific tech. So, like, basically implying that his sons are basically like the core of what Judge's mind can possess, right, when it comes to science. And he gave all of that to his kids. Hence why he wanted Sanji he wanted to see with his own eyes what the suit can do. But since Sanji stepped on it, he can't do it. But this is going to trigger Sanji, you know, fam. Mark my words, we know how much Sanji despises his family. If I'd beaten you to a pulp while you wore that suit, I could have proven so. Oh, that's what he wants. That's what he wants. He's got like a battle with Judge, who's more scientific, who has more scientific capabilities. I could have proven something to Judge. That's genius. That I am the superior scientist. And now he has no way of knowing if he's superior because Sanji broke it. Right? Stealth, black, stealth, invisibility, right? I don't care about your stupid rivalry. I played dumb about it earlier, but the plain truth is... Grab. I've already researched and tested all of Germa's science. There's nothing that Judge has up his sleeve that Queen is not wary of. He's researched all and tested all of Germa's science. Let go. There, my man grabbed Sanji by his fucking arm. He's fighting literally a Gundam, boys. Tell me I'm wrong. He's like a machinery, yo, with surprises left, right, center. I can recreate any move you brothers do. Brothers. There was a sister too, right? I can recreate any move you brothers can do. Stop treating me like their family. He has no idea. He stands a better chance of beating Sanji but not bringing up Germa. You are releasing Sanji's anger, fam. Winch guillotine. Winch. There. My man swinging Sanji, fam. Buckles off the wall. There, cut open! Got him by his neck! Not exactly the neck, but fucking from the chest! Squeezing him! Sanji's getting manhandled, fam! dragging his body. And he's laughing. Sanji must take the time to flip. It's now. My man's destroying you while flipping, insinuating. You should have worn the suit. You could have been stronger. This is like fucking when Zoro and King at the beginning. Man, like when you knocked Zoro off almost off Onigashima. Oh! Sanji! He kicks it! He breaks it, right? He does! What? He's shocked! Curse you? My hand! So that's what he kicks! His hand! Man, Sanji's feet must fucking feel like an RPG, fam! My man shatters his hand! Exhausted? Ain't it? That squeeze must have fucking squeezed the life out of him. Why, you snotty little brat? I warned you not to say It's true. What did I say? You mentioning German, you're gonna trigger a different Sanji. You are. Not to mention their names around me. Also, there's no such thing as freedom of speech anymore. He has a point. He has a point. But then again, it's not the right situation. Because Sanji, fam, he despises his brothers more than anything. And you using their moves against him. You're making him feel like the olden days when he was a kid getting bullied by his brothers. And boys, think about it. He's using attacks that maybe they could have done to him when Sanji was a kid. Sanji was bullied all his life as a child from the same brothers that do the attacks he does. So this is going to unleash Sanji differently. So there's no such thing as freedom of speech anymore. I'm not gonna lie, that made me laugh. That makes me laugh. Freedom of speech. Boys, can this be done in 15 minutes? I literally gotta go. I'm not meant to be doing this right now. Okay, the door's open. God, I need to make this quick, you know, boys. Okay, I warned you not to say their names around me. Also, there's no such thing as freedom of speech. I don't know why. That's fucking funny. They fly Flanchet Flare blast his queen in the stomach. This fee feels the pain. He must regret mentioning his family now. And this is ending, you know. I feel it, fam. Flanchet Flare. There, madame must feel like fucking... like, his organs, all the fucking robot shit that's in him must crack. Kadoom? Okay. See, don't assume you'll always have the upper hand. He's on his knees! From Poor Queen on his knees! That's beautiful to see! See, don't assume you'll have the upper hand. There, his hand is even touching the floor. And Sanji just standing there as normal. There's no way the attack I landed on you earlier didn't do lasting damage. We've been fighting for a while. You're banged up too. And Sanji might not be showing it. He's definitely hurt. Likewise with Queen. And they're both on the verge of, like, I wouldn't say losing, but like, you know, exhaustful. I've already accepted my fate. I'm not the same person you fought back under the dome. Queen smiles. Sanji? Then show me how different you really are. This next one's your speciality. Stealth Black Invisibility. can you fight someone while they're invisible? And the next one is your speciality. I could do your brothers, but this time I'm doing something that you do, Sanji. That is what? Invisibility, fam. I already accept my fam. I'm not the same person you fought back under the dome. And this goes to show, can you imagine the next arc? How strong a Straw Hats are gonna be? Fam, we're gonna be walking around like fucking Roger's crew. I can't talk, man. You can't copy that too. Take Sanji by surprise. Invisibility. What the? He disappeared too. Queen's on about Sanji, right? What the? He disappeared too? But he doesn't have his suit on. He's just invisible from Kizaru. My man's like Kizaru, yo. No, it's not invisibility. He's just quick. He doesn't have his suit on. He's just invisible from high-speed movement. So that basically makes him invisible. If your eye can't keep up with someone's movement, in a way they are invisible, right? The moment he's visible again is the moment he's out of stamina. Oh, because he's going to be running really quick, innit? In order to keep up that invisible act. So once he stops, surely he's going to be exhausted. So surely Queen's going to try doing the final blow, trying to lure Sanji in like King. Remember when Zoro stabbed King? King was like, gotcha! Boom, he exploded. Queen's trying to think of something similar, right? The moment he's visible again is the moment he's out of stamina. Stupid decision, boy. Alright. Chew. Ah! The fire! It's a rat! It's a mouse! Damn, your life's more important than a flipping heavy creature! There you are, Chuji. You are all right. Man, Chuji! You fucking better be alright after all the shit she's doing for your ass. Chuji, you know. Hurry over here. Are they gonna get caught in the mist? Hurry over here. We don't know when they'll start fighting again. She is! She's gonna get caught up in the middle! Osami, so that's Hossy's on her, so that Hossy's on her feet again? How dare she turn down my patronage all those dozens of times? She even did it earlier today. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. He's gonna try harming her in front of Sanji. Sanji's gonna go berserk because Sanji holding her down, and Sanji has a sense of regret. I'm calling it now. What I said. With Diak or Komurasaki gone? Komurasaki gone. You sure about that? You're my #1 girl, Osami. They said you were off work due to a headache this morning, which made it very suspicious that you were walking around just fine. Creak, they're the invisibility-ness. They said you were off work due to a headache this morning, which made it very suspicious that you were walking around just fine. She's gonna get targeted. Was my divine punishment earlier not enough? Was my divine punishment earlier not enough? So it wasn't Sanji! It wasn't Sanji! It wasn't Sanji that hit her! It was Queen! And there's me having suspicion about Sanji! Was my divine punishment early and not enough? We'll see how you like. Do something! No! This is gonna trigger him! One Piece! What did I gain? Sanji overheard this, right? This is over. Not only you imitated his brothers, but you kind of set up Sanji for Sanji to look like the one that hit the woman. And we know deep down inside that will never ever happen. Was my divine punishment earlier not enough? We'll see how you like another one. What did I gain? Sanji. Our next page. He's gonna blast King, Queen. Here. Oh! An exoskeleton muscle and speed, all of which increases strength. An exoskeleton muscle and speed, all of which increases strength. Man, look at that Sanji looks, fam! Add the color of armor and haki I've developed through the exoskeleton, and my legs are tougher, capable of supporting even hotter flame, fam! He don't need the fucking suit! An exoskeleton muscle and speed, all of which increase strength. Add the color of haki I've developed into an exoskeleton, and my legs are tougher, capable of supporting even hotter flames. Fam, his flames are gonna feel like lava! If we jump it, oh, Sanji, if we jump it, fam, look at his legs, look at his legs. This fight's finished. Ifrit Jambi, faster acceleration, heavier weight. The mystery is solved. So right now, not only with, fam, he must have, you know how quick his speed is. That's how much more power he must possess. Fast acceleration, heavier weight. The mystery is solved. You did that, Queen. Didn't you, Queen? You did that, didn't you, Queen? You miserable piece of human scum. There he set Sanji up. He set Sanji up. The divine punishment. He did. And this is gonna hurt him even more. Collier Coop. There's Sanji. Hold on. Queen. They blasts him in the head. His tail. This is it. Oh my god. I want to see that so bad. Master Queen. Still saying Master Queen. Sanji bounces off his fucking skull. His head. Sanji goes back. They buses Kote Blast. Palaron Pound. They kicks him again. Jamua Biff Tech Blitz for Sanji. Sanji! Mama's doing continuous bombs. Passes Kote Blast. Palaron Pound. Jamua Biff Tech Blitz. 10 run, tender, Isa, flanchet, flaya, what I did before. Q grip. Like Chun-Li! Mama's doing upside down shit. Jarrett. I know I'm butchering these words. Queen feeling it. Now floor. Sanju! This fight's finished. Pofu burst. There, blood. This is it. Queen is done. On my life. This fight's not continuing. There, like a volcano exploded under his feet. There, like he explodes with the kick. And one after another, like he was doing one special move after another special move after another special move to the ultimate move. Ifrit Jambe. Fast acceleration, heavier weight. The mystery is solved. You did that, didn't you, Queen? You miserable piece of human scum. So even though I had like an ounce of doubt, for me to even think it's even possible for Sanji to do it is insane. But they made it so believable. They made it so believable, fam. You did that, you Queen, you miserable piece of human scum. That just triggers him. And he was invisible too, right? Kalia Coop. Her Master Queen. Like as soon as he hits his head, he bounces off. Then he kicks him again. Passes Kote Blast. Soon as he kicks him, there, get Jamie. Can you imagine this in the fucking anime? Man, the animation on this part of the anime better be superb. Jamie, you have been. Pendragon, Flanchet Flare. How much attacks is he doing? My man's doing the upside down kick. Queen's feeling pain. Now flies, sicko. Then he gives him the final blow. And that ends Queen. This fight is finished. This fight is finished. I refuse to believe this is going to continue. So Zoro versus King. Mom versus Kid and Law. And Luffy versus Kaido. 3 fights remain. 3 fights remain. This arc ain't lasting much longer, fam. So he's finishing it to be continued. Yeah. You can't move anymore. So you don't see King and Queen fight at all in this chapter. But at least, man, I mean, fam, I've said it so many times during fucking Bleach. And the enemy always gets up, but fam, I'm like 85% sure it's done. And what did I say? You feel like you're doing a positive by mentioning his brothers. Fam, using their attacks, making Sanji relive his childhood in prison, being treated like shit. On top of that, you framed him about hitting that woman. When you know Sanji brother would get his head chopped off and laying hands on a woman. The only thing you could have done more that's worse is fucking wasting food in this manner. You pushed Sanji to his limits. This was not Sanji the way we know Sanji, fam. Sanji was 110% focused in this fight. Why? Not just because the woman Drew brought his family into it. Yeah, you wanted to see what a German suit can do. So in your eyes, you know you're for sure you're superior to Judge. Don't you know? See, you don't know Sanji's story. Us, the viewers, know. Soon you mentioned that you're fighting a different animal, fam. Same as King with Zoro. Now Zoro bends to the will of Enma. Zoro's gonna be a different animal. Was my divine punishment earlier not enough? Divine punishment, you know. What a fucking word to use, like your punishment is divine. What did I gain? Jumps in mid-air, an exoskeleton muscle and speed, all of which increase strength. Add the color of armor and haki I've developed to the exoskeleton and my legs are tougher, capable of supporting even hotter flames. So the flames he hits Queen with are not the flames he normally possesses. This must have been like the flames of the fucking headmaster in Bleach. Remember how hot his fucking flames. Okay, it can't be that hot, obviously. But I'm just saying, this must be so hot. If rich, you know, if it's a fucking summon, faster acceleration, heavier weight, the mystery is solved. You did that, Queen, didn't you, Queen? You miserable piece of human scum. And Sanji just goes berserk. Berserk, fam. One after another, on his head, on his face, breaks his hand, kicks him, and this was the decisive blow. Boys, tomorrow, fam. What chapter was this? 1034. Hopefully, somehow, some way tomorrow might have to be evening, you know. I see what I could do, boys. But fam, like I said today, 80% chance I could do another chapter. I fulfilled it, boys. So it kind of makes sense for yesterday where I couldn't do anything. But hopefully yesterday days don't come as much. But if they do, boys, understand it's impossible, dude. You get me? But hopefully tomorrow we get 1035 in it. This is 1034 in it. And there's 1072 chapters, like 1073. Fam, that's around the corner. I love you, dudes. Oh, now I gotta edit it because of the door. Flip, my fucker just upload it, fam. Now I gotta put the fucking two footages together. This is the problem, man. I hate it when my door just opens. I always say text me. And last thing you want to do is kind of get your kid's face in the video, fam. You know what I mean? It's not cool, fam. You get me? So I love boys.